Hi, and welcome to Midnight Monday Motivation. I am Tiffany R. Easley, your source strategist, teaching you how to live the life of your dreams by soaring beyond the drama, trauma, and challenges of life. Today, I thought we would do a little something different. I'm titling this Midnight Monday Motivation as Heart to Heart. So I hope that you will take a quick listen, you'll take some notes, and then you'll leave your comments. Over the last 4 or 5, maybe 6 days, I've really been thinking about this particular scripture, actually one of my favorite scriptures, which is Proverbs 4 and 23. That particular scripture I usually read from the New International Version, but today when I thought about it, I went ahead and I looked it up in the New Living Translation, and it says this: guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. And it really spoke to me. And it goes right in line with what we are talking about in today's Midnight Monday Motivation. Heart to heart. That's what we're going to talk about. So, as I thought about how I would present this heart to heart, I wanted to start with a little background on why this is one of my favorite scriptures. Years ago, in my hometown, I was led to start a small group, and it was a small group of women, and we titled our meetup group as Heart to Heart, based on Proverbs 4 and 23. This particular group of women met in each other's home, and we would talk about the issues of life. Because in the New Living Translation, in the New International Version, they talk about guard your heart, because from it flows the issues of life. So, long story short, we met monthly, and we talked about various issues of life and how we could navigate those issues as women in the church, women who are Christian, and women who are faced with that on a daily basis. And for, I would say, a couple of years, the group went on, and once I moved from the state, of course, it did not. Still in contact with those ladies. They're doing amazing things. They're still amazing women of God and living out their purpose. But I wanted to share that background with you because it was in that group that I really dealt with my heart. I really dealt with the issues that I had. And until I was in that group, I actually didn't think I had any heart issues. I thought I was good, always smiling, always laughing. But I had some serious heart issues that I really needed to deal with. So at the end of the day, that group really helped me to see two things. One was I had heart issues, and two, that I wasn't ready to serve people from a place of purpose. Although I knew my purpose, I needed to heal first. So today I'm simply going to start off by asking you a few questions. You may want to go ahead and grab pen and paper, because I think it's going to be questions that you can journal about later on. So the first thing is, are you keeping watch over your heart? Are you keeping watch over your heart? Here's a couple of questions that can help you gauge that. Do you take care of your heart? Do you monitor its rhythm, its beat, and its flow? Do you allow it to heal when it's been hurt? Do you value it enough to stop giving it to people who cannot appropriately care for it and handle it? Again, here's the real heart check. Those are really deep personal questions that you need to ask yourself concerning your heart, because again, the scripture tells us, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. So I start by saying, are you keeping watch over your heart? Point number one, and this was a hard one for me. As you know, if you've been watching my videos, I'm real transparent, I'm real honest. Number one is the H in heart. You need to hold still until you heal. You cannot operate at your full capacity and do what you've been called to do if you haven't healed from the hurt of your past. You have to hold still until you heal. And it is okay. It is okay. The E, engage and endure the healing process. This was a difficult one for me because number one, I walked around like I didn't have an issue. So I was in denial. And number two, I didn't want to engage nor endure the healing process because it was painful. Number one, I had to take ownership of how I allowed others to come into my heart space and how I didn't condition my heart to love the way it should and to receive love and recognize the right type of love. Yeah, some deep stuff, but it's real. So engage and endure the healing process. Number three, which is A, you need to affirm your healed heart. So after you've held still until you heal and you've engaged and endured the healing process, you have a new heart. Your heart's been transformed. So now you have this healed, whole heart, but you have to keep it that way. And in order to keep it that way, you need to affirm it. You need to tell yourself how much you love yourself, you appreciate yourself, you value yourself, that you are loved, you are appreciated, you are valued, you are a designer original, you are from above and not beneath, you can do all things, you have purpose. When you begin to operate from that healed heart, you have to continually affirm it because you may unknowingly go back into that place of hurt. The R is remember, but don't rehearse the pain. So when you've been hurt, there's a tendency, or I will say when I've been hurt, I had a tendency to rehearse the pain instead of remembering the pain. Let me explain the difference. When you remember the pain, you understand that's how it happened. That's what it felt like, but you acknowledge that it's no longer there, that you are no longer hurting from that situation or circumstance. When you rehearse the pain, you are still speaking as if it's still happening to you, and you a lot of times begin to have an attitude and you begin to lash out because you are rehearsing the pain instead of just remembering the pain. And the final point, which is number 5, is the T. Take guard of your heart flow. So now you're operating in this great heart space. You have held still until you healed. You've engaged and endured the healing process. You've affirmed your healed heart and you remember the pain, but you don't rehearse the pain. Now you need to take guard of your heart flow. You have to watch what flows into your heart and out of your heart. Because number one, we're human. Number two, things happen. And in a split second, you can want to revert back to operating in that hurt heart. You know, the heart where jealousy, envy, insecurity flows. And you think you're healed, but you're really not. You want to make sure that you take guard over or you protect your heart flow, what flows in it and what flows out of it. I told you guys today it was going to be a simple heart to heart. It's really been on me all last weekend, even the past weekend, because it's important that we've been called to do a great work in the earth. And many of us don't even realize it because we're operating with a hurt heart. We're in a space and a place of hurt, and we can't operate in our full capacity because we have not done what we need to do to get that healed heart so that we can really take the reins and do what we've been called to do. I hope this heart to heart was beneficial for you. I hope that you learned something in the video. I'm looking forward to having your comments posted. I'm looking forward to sharing more with you. Again, I'm Tiffany R. Easley, your source strategist, teaching you how to live the life of your dreams by soaring beyond the drama, trauma, and challenges of life. You need to be sure to follow me on social media at Tiffany R. Easley and go ahead and link up with us on our website, tiffanyreasley.com. Until next week, continue to always soar beyond and do a heart check this week. And if you need to, have a heart-to-heart session with your girlfriends and do what you need to do. If you're a guy watching the video, have a heart-to-heart with your boys, with your guys, because it's serious. We have to take care of our heart and our heart space. I hope you have an amazing day. Until next time, good night.